176,000. I was say lucky that I bought it earlier. And this is the car that I'm looking for.
How great, you buy a car, you get a free guitar. Hello, hey ChinaAuto, I'm Raj, and today I'm meeting Wilson C, who's a proud owner of a BYD ATTO 3. Hi Wilson.
Hello, hey ChinaAuto, I'm Wilson C. You know why I chose this BYD? Because they are the world's largest battery maker. So definitely, you know, we want the largest. It's more, we are confident with the supply of the parts, everything. We are not too worried about. Yeah. So that's make me choose BYD. I will give it a 7 out of 10. It will be good if BYD ATTO 3 has autopilot, which is the Tesla has it. That's it. For this BYD, I'm very happy with to have this car here, right? And it's beautiful car, and I like this color. It looks like a very new, a very special color, unique car. The one thing that I really like is the SUV, and it's taller than Tesla was behind it. Yeah, so I like a car that is taller. And then also here you can open the sunroof, fully open. Yeah, especially my children, they like it as well. You know, they drive slowly, and then they can stand up and enjoy the breeze wind. It might be Toyota Sienna. That will be my first car in Singapore. It's a 7-seater, but it's quite cramped actually.
It's like a 5, then they ram in another 2.
Yeah, the back, the last 2 seats is like you got already squeezed to the maximum.
Yeah. So for all the viewers, that's another thing about Singapore. You really got to squeeze everywhere. So this is a luxury.
I bought it that time was last year October when they just launched in just a month ago. At that time, you know, Singapore we have COE, and this was under category B COE, the most expensive for private used car. So then at that time, the price was quite reasonable, 176,000. After I bought this car, and about 3 months later, the COE keeping increased to record highs again, and you know every week, every month you can see that the COE keep on increase. So I'm quite lucky. I would say lucky that I bought it earlier. I still go to showroom because I like BYD car a lot. So any new announcement, I'll go there and take a look. Last week we went to the BYD showcase in that mall. They have this BYD ATTO 3. They are longer range than this model. They're 565 kilometers. The price is 200,000.
But even then, still considerably less than Tesla, isn't it?
Tesla is more pricey. It offers that sedan car, which is not my choice.
Sorry guys, Tesla, maybe when you have made an SUV, Wilson will come knocking at your door. Alright?
So for myself, I also like a tailgate. You know, in the past, but right now when I'm driving an EV, it can prevent you from collision. So you want to tailgate, they will stop to warning you, they'll horn you like boom boom boom, and give you a horn signal telling that you are actually too near to the front car. So you know, that remind me, and then it's really changed my habits. Like, you know, I will keep a 2-car distance. And with this car, it's very cool where they have a driving assistant, and you can set the tailgate by yourself. So the front car moving, you will follow it, but you will still keep a distance like 2 car or 3 car or 3 car or 2, even 1 car. So that the driving system, I really love it. When I first bought this car 3 months ago, then I really have this kind of like, you know, worry about. So after a while here, right now, you know, with the EV charging network station that's growing fast in Singapore, and everywhere you can find a DC charger, a fast charger. I wanted to help the environment. It's really good for environment when you travel a long journey or travel around Singapore. You can drive this car for like a whole day, and it doesn't generate heats at all. The engine is cool. So when I drive here to Penang, the whole engine is still cool. Even you can touch it, you open it up, you just use your hand to pump to touch it.
Cool.
It's keep cool.
Oh, this is
So
fantastic. Yeah.
this is cool. So it's definitely will keep your earth, cooling. So that's one thing that's I enjoy driving EV. And Malaysia, sometimes the charging station is not really reliable. So we really encounter there's run out of battery, not really run out of battery. Our battery is in a critical low, like less than 20%. So we are still on the highway. So at that time we are very panicked, and we reduce our speed to 50 km per hour or 60 km per hour just to keep our distance, scratch our distance, and then we find the next available stations.
If you were to compare that to an electric car, what are the kind of cost savings you had in comparison?
When I compare the charging cost in total, the whole trip from Singapore to Penang, and then from Penang back to Singapore, the charging is total spend on the petrol and the charging EV is about the same. The whole trip I have mixed and matched, and I calculated when I travel by petrol I spend about 600 ringgit on the petrol, but when I charge EV I spend about 600 ringgit in the EV charging as well. So they both are the same.
Say, Wilson,
Yeah.
thank you so much. It was a great ride. I mean, honestly, the suspension felt so good. I've sat in Continental cars, the BMWs, the Volkswagens, the Mercedes, and the suspension is nothing compared to this car.
Okay.
It's a very comfortable ride, and although in Singapore we have a lot of bumps and humps, but we went through relatively smoothly. And I mean, from the quality of the footage that I've got, I think it's really stable. I didn't see the camera wobbling, and it's quite amazing. Of course, you get that extra kuchang by the side of the doors, which you don't pay for. They just throw it in there. How great! You buy a car, you get a free guitar, so to speak. That's great, isn't it? My first experience of BYD was in the back of a cab, almost about 5 or 6 years ago. That was a hybrid car, and when it arrived, it sounded like a whole aeroplane was landing in front of me, and the whole ride was less than desirable. But right now, looking at the BYD ATTO 3, it's nothing like those hybrid taxis that we sat on, and it's very different.
When I started my EV experience, I took the taxi and I said, this car is so quiet, so nice. The whole journey was so enjoying. You don't hear engine sound, which is sometimes annoying. Price is competitive price. So this price is offer you a slightly lower price than those other brands, and then it give you the premium feature that you want. So that's really make me this is the car that I'm looking for.